scared yet? Well, you should be. If you haven't heard the news, oh yeah, more shitty things are going on, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Netflix did something I didn't think they would do. They bought out WB. That's right. WB is fucking sellouts. Let's talk about this though. So, if you don't know anything about WB or Netflix, let me give you a little bit of a history lesson. WB has been going down to shit for a while, let's be honest. If you've been keeping up with franchises like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, DC, they've been putting out anything really too amazing. They haven't been putting out nothing that's gonna, counteract the mouse, if you get what I'm saying. Um, and alongside that, their video games have been doing very well, like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, whatever the fuck. It's just been bad, right? It's just been bad. So they finally sold out. They mentioned a few months ago that they were going to sell out, and out of all things, I couldn't predict this one. Okay, this one caught me off guard. Netflix is apparently buying Warner Bros. Following the separation of Discovery Global for a total enterprise value of 82.7 billion gabloons, fucking doubloons, goddamn clams. It's bad. It's so bad, man. Okay, so if you don't know anything about business, let me teach you a little something. You can at least learn something from me today. It is not good to buy out your competition. The competition should get better, okay? Because there's this thing called the monopoly theory, if you've never heard of it. And basically, what happens is that if one person owns everything, then nobody owns nothing. And then they have no reason to try anymore. We will no longer have competition, which is bad. We need to stop doing this. If you don't know how the ownership like pyramid level is set up now, let me teach you something. Disney is at the top. They own Marvel, they own Fox, they own Hulu. Are you kidding me? That's a lot of services. And then you have Netflix, who owns WB. They own Discovery. Then they own things like DC, Mortal Kombat, etc., etc. It keeps getting worse and worse. They are buying out and owning these massive IPs, these cash cows. And these executives don't give a shit because they're getting a pay raise. They don't give a shit. So, anyways, enough of my rambling. Let's get into the article here. Today, Netflix Incorporated and Warner Bros. Discovery Inc. announced that they have entered a definitive agreement under which Netflix will require Warner Bros., including its films, television shows, HBO Max, and HBO. If you didn't know, HBO Max and HBO have been owned by WB for a while now, and they're pretty successful, to say the least. I own HBO. I think it's really great. Let's continue. The cash and stock transaction is valued at $27 per WB share, with a total enterprise value of $82 billion. Holy shit, are you kidding me? That's a lot of money. I don't even think Marvel was sold for that amount of money back before the MCU like really popped off. Let's continue. The transaction is expected to close after the previously announced separation of WB's Global Networks division, Discovery Global, into publicly traded companies, which is now expected to be completed in Q3 of 2026. That's just business mumbo jumbo. Just know that all this shit is going to in effect next year. Still, this is bad. Let's continue. This acquisition brings together two pioneering entertainment businesses, combining Netflix's innovation, global reach, and best-in-class streaming service. Bullshit. I do not pay for Netflix, nor do I give a shit. At least anymore. I don't pay for Netflix anymore. I pay for Hulu. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Netflix's prices way too high for the slot that they put out, in my opinion at least. Anyways. Beloved franchises and shows such as The Big Bang Theory. Who the fuck watches who watches The Big Bang Theory? Your mom? Come on, man. Let's be honest. Nobody watches that shit anymore. That show is so fucking old. Anyways, The Sopranos, goated show. Game of Thrones, never seen it. Wizard of Oz, that movie's old as balls. The DC Universe as well. See, they just gotta own DC, huh, man? DC, man. DC. I need to do a video one day about DC, man, because I both love and hate DC because I love the characters. I love Batman. He's one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Easily top 3, man. Like I fuck with DC hard, man. The Justice League, all that shit. But man, with their ownership and their bad mistakes in the past and the terrible movies they be putting out, man, man, I wish DC was on the same level as Marvel. I really do. I miss when they were on the same level as Marvel, but it's unfortunate that the MCU is so fucking popular that everybody is chase trending what Marvel is doing, and that just Disgusting, to say the least. Let's continue. With Netflix's extensive portfolio, including Wednesday, okay, Money Heist, never heard of it. Bridgerton, never heard of it. Adolescence, never heard of it. And Extraction, okay. An extraordinary entertainment offering for audiences worldwide. Yeah, okay, totally. Our mission has always been to entertain the world, says Ted Sarandos. Oh, really? Your entire ambitions were to entertain the world. Not at all, rob them of their buckaroonies or, fuck them over with your raising prices or buying out every company that makes movies so you have full ownership over it so you get a piece of the pie too when it does good. No, 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 you see, dear viewer. We're here for you. Don't forget that. We are here for you, okay? Now I'm going to take my $1 billion check. I'm going to drive home in my Mercedes Benz or my Ferrari. And I'm going to go to my penthouse that's sitting in Hollywood Hills. And then I'm going to kick my feet up and chill. And you're going to watch the movies that I approved of. Does that sound fun? No, exactly. See? All right, let's continue. Co-CEO of Netflix, by the way. By combining Warner Bros.' incredible library of shows and movies from timeless classics like Casablanca, Citizen Kane, to modern favorites like Harry Potter and Friends. Is Harry Potter considered modern? Is it really considered modern? If that's considered modern by WB, then they need to create some new shit. I'm going to be honest, because Harry Potter is 20 years old? Whatever. With our culture-defining titles like Stranger Things, never saw it. K-pop Demon Hunters, never saw it. And Squid Game. I actually did see it. It's pretty good, actually. It's actually pretty good. The first season. We'll be able to do something even better than that. Together, we can give audiences more of what they love and help define the next century of storytelling. Really now? The next century? Shit. Okay. Okay. This acquisition will improve our offering and accelerate our business for decades to come, continued by Greg Peters, co-CEO of Netflix. Warner Bros. Has helped define entertainment for more than a century and continues to do with phenomenal creative executives and production capabilities. I wouldn't say phenomenal creative directors. If they were really phenomenal, WB wouldn't be selling out to you guys. I don't think that's the wisest thing to say, man, because I promise you, whoever was in charge of WB, if they were competent, if they were smart, WB would be as big as Disney. But unfortunately, WB is a shittily ran company and has been a shittily ran company for probably 30 years. It's been a while, at least since the 90s. We can introduce a broader audience to worlds they create, giving our members more options, attracting more fans to our best-in-class streaming service. Again, I don't agree with that. Strengthening the entire entertainment industry and creating more values for shareholders. See, they said exactly what their actual goals are within. They told a truth and a lie in the same sentence. You have to read in between the lines of these kind of people like this. He said the shareholders. They're trying to impress the people who are investing money into these companies that don't give a fuck about what they're producing. They don't give a shit. They're here to make their money. It's all about greed. Do not let these fucking spiced up words confuse you, okay? Don't, okay? They are here to fuck you over, and I'm going to be the little idiot on the internet to tell you that. Today's announcement combines two of the greatest storytelling companies in the world to bring even more people into the entertainment that they love to watch, said David Solavv, president and CEO of Warner Bros. Discovery. You fuck. For more than a century, Warner Bros. Has thrilled audiences, capturing the world's attention and shaped our culture. By coming with Netflix, we will ensure people everywhere will continue to enjoy the most world's resonant stories for generations to come. And now I'm going to continue to sell out to the company, take my fat check, drive home in my Ferrari, and I'm going to go inside my mansion, and I'm going to fuck the baddest bitches you'll ever see because I got paid today because I sold out my company. Sorry, I had to ad-lib that. You see, they took it out the article, so I had to say what was actually there. I couldn't show you, unfortunately, so I edited it out. I had to etch it out. So the rest of the article is just them talking about, the strengths of this and this and that. I do not care. I'm gonna be honest, I do not care. But before this video does end, I do have a specific a nip in the bud. There's a bud in the nip I want to nip. So specifically Mortal Kombat, because they did not mention it in this article, but it has been confirmed that video games are also involved. I know it's scary now. Video games are also installed. They're a part of this. So that means Mortal Kombat. And now I have to say something. I was already mad at this happening, but then I realized, oh shit, that means they're gonna own Mortal Kombat, huh? And then now I got a problem because I like Mortal Kombat. It's easily one of my favorite franchises of all time. So I'm gonna talk about why exactly this is a bad, or maybe positive good for Mortal Kombat. If you don't know the history behind Mortal Kombat, they've had a rocky history. Going all the way back to the 90s with Midway Games, they eventually sold out to WB when Mortal Kombat 9 came out because the franchise wasn't making as much money as it used to, and Midway obviously went into bankruptcy. So the entire team behind Mortal Kombat dissolved and then got resolved into NetherRealm Studios, basically. And ever since MK9, Mortal Kombat has been on a massive uptick. It has been selling like hotcakes, except for as recently. Because Mortal Kombat 11 sold over 15 million copies, and now currently MK1, the most latest entry, has sold less than 15 million. Which, don't get me wrong, that's still a lot of sales, that's still a lot of money. But the casual fan base for Mortal Kombat is not as strong as it used to be, and I think that was because they rebooted the franchise and they started doing newer things. They started innovating, and let's be honest, most casual people are sticklers and they don't like innovation, and so that caused a lot of people to drop off Mortal Kombat as quick as possible. And I think that's also why their most recent DLC is actually higher than usual. Most like story expansions, well, at least the first story expansion for MK during 11's phase was, I think, $40. But in MK1, it was 60, almost the entire game over again for a story that wasn't even really that good. So a lot of people did not want to buy, and then soon after that happened, Mortal Kombat 1's content cycle ended quicker than MK11's and MKX's and 9's. So a lot of people are noticing that WB is starting to run out of money and they're starting to do budget cuts. And this is scary because Mortal Kombat is a franchise, known for its massive storytelling capabilities and its large budget, being one of the best looking fighting games in the entire industry because it has that WB money. But it's sad to see that Mortal Kombat is now going to be owned under Netflix, which is strange to say the least. Because when you think of Mortal Kombat, do you really think of Netflix? I mean, does that mean all the movies, the animated stuff, is that all going to go to Netflix now? Are you serious? Is that what's happening? Like, am I going to see a Netflix logo when I'm booting up MK? Ugh, very strange, very, very, very strange. But Mortal Kombat as a franchise, I enjoy a lot. I might need to make another video on why I'm worried about the future of this franchise, but it does have a lot. It has a lot to do with Netflix's ownership over it because I feel they're going to be getting their greedy, grubby hands over it, and they're going to be doing some shit that I'm not going to agree with because we all know that Netflix has not had a very good history, to say the least, with video games at their attempts to have their own gaming platform. So I'm guessing this is going to be a step forward for them. So it's probably another good reason why they bought out WB. They probably saw the potential with their video game, their video game subsection, and decided, hey, maybe this isn't a bad idea. I don't know, but I'm still frustrated because it's the Monopoly thing, man. It's more people need to play that board game, man. You know what you need to do? Okay, listen to me. Okay, listen to me, dear viewer, and listen to me, Netflix executives, which I highly doubt you're watching, but I don't give a shit. You need to go by your local dollar store and buy a board game called Monopoly. And you need to play that shit. Because when you find out when somebody owns everything on the deck, when somebody owns all the businesses, okay, they got everything. They got the railroads, they got everything. When somebody does that, you're not going to be able to spend no money because you're going to be owing them money every time you take a step. And that's exactly what's happening. They are trying to get rid of movie theaters, which sucks because I love theaters. I love the classic traditional movie theater experience. And they're also getting rid of just the freedom to go wherever you want to choose what movie you want to watch from different providers. They're trying to bring everything under an umbrella in a disguise, in a face that they're doing it for you. They're not. They're trying to get everything under one umbrella so they'll make all the money instead of other companies. Competition is good. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Competition is good. And this is a bad idea. It's a bad thing, man. I'm telling you, the worst is yet to come, to say the least. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.